This
Am I audible to
conference will
everyone?
now be recorded.
Okay. So in the last class, we've seen about the companies in the cloud today. So we discussed about the Google, EMC Corporation, NetApp, Microsoft, Amazon, and IBM. And we left with the Salesforce.com. So in this class, we'll see how to create a Salesforce account and how to complete a task on a Salesforce.com. Okay. So for that, first we need to log in for the Salesforce.com. So how to do that one? So just you need to go for the browser. Okay. So this is the ID of the salesforce.com. So just I will go and log out of this thing. Okay. Now if you want to search for the things, just go for the new tab and write on the Salesforce. Okay. Once you go for the Salesforce, it will ask for the login. Okay. Just click on the Salesforce login. And ask for the username and the password. And if you don't have the account in a salesforce.com, just click on a try for free. So it will ask for the things. Okay, just enter your first name, last name, then job title, make it as a student, and enter your valid email address. Then you can give the phone number and company. In the company you can say, you can give your college name. Then the employees, you can just select the 1 to 10 employees and the country and the company language. Okay, just you put these things and just click on the agree button and start my free trial. Okay, so it'll ask for the username and password. Okay, in the next part, and you need to enter your mail ID and the password. Okay, so this is how you can create your account, and it will be free for 30 days. Okay, then I need to go back. So okay, so already I have created my account. So just I will write the things. And okay, so if I click on the login, so it will go to the login page. So this is the home page of the salesforce.com. Okay, and if I need to make a task or how you need to work on it. Okay, so for the trial we have the another website that is called as a trailhead Salesforce. Okay, just search for this thing and you have the official things as a trailhead. Okay, so just click on this thing and just click on a login button. Okay, it will take some time. So after that we'll see about the salesforce.com. So here you have the setup and you have the object manager. So everything which you want to do in a Salesforce, you need to go for the object manager only. Now within an object manager, you need to create objects. Okay, so account is an object, activity is an object, asset is an object. Okay, as like okay, the cappuccino is an object, candidate is an object, case is an object. Okay, you need to create these set of object. Okay, as you create in a Java programs. Okay, there also you can create a objects, right? So like that only you need to create the object, and within that you need to create some fields. Okay, that is the main purpose of using the object manager. So here you can create the objects. So okay, now also go for the trailhead. Okay, it asks for the login through a mail ID, LinkedIn, Google, or a Salesforce. So already I have login for the Salesforce. So just I need to click on the Salesforce.com. So again, it will ask for the username and password. Just write down your username and password. And just click on the login. Just click on a skip now option. Okay, now this is the homepage for the Trailhead. Okay, and these are the badges you can go and earn for this thing. Okay, you can say these are the tasks you need to do the things. So if I go to the profile, it's not opening due to the low internet connection. So we'll just go for the practical session. So what you need to do is just you need to select any one of the batches over here. Okay, whatever it might be, the newest batches, or it might be promoting equality or at your company, or you can say in progress. Okay, so I can say this one is my, it is in the progress. Okay, I have completed 54% of this thing. I can go for the 48. Okay, and this have created up to 13%. Okay, and you can go for the other also. Just I'll go for the smaller one. So it will take up to 2 hours. So let me that one 45 30 minutes. Okay, just will go for a 30-minute session. Okay, so right. So just click on this thing. It will open the task. Okay, so first task is about understanding the impact of unconscious bias on employee performance, and the second task is about this thing. And this task is to take a 10 minutes, and this task needs to take a 20 minutes. So the totally the time is up over to 30 minutes. Okay, now how to start this thing? Just click on the arrow button over here. Okay, now it will give the things. Okay, what you need to do and how to learn the things. Okay, so it's an object type. So now I'll not go for this thing. Just have to. Searching for the data modeling over here. Okay, so this is the data modeling task, you can say it as. Okay, so I have completed this thing on the 10th 14th and the 14th date, 10th month and 2019. Okay, so just you need to click on this thing. It's not working. Okay, now after that what it will display is, it will display the content of that model. Okay, so you have the three models over here. Okay, you need to create these things. So first we'll go for the understand custom and standard objects. Okay, just click on their thing, and again we'll get the task. Okay, now at the last, okay, so I can retake this challenge. Now, so what it's saying, build a custom offer object. Okay, so how to create an object, you need to go for that thing. Okay, it will give the things over here. So create a custom object. Okay, it will give the instruction also, and it will give the things also, then what you need to do. Okay, so how to create an object over here, just from the setup go to the object manager, and then you need to go for the property. So how to do that one, just go at the end and just click on the launch button. Okay, so you can have the my trailhead playground one, or you can have the your username. Okay, so if you have the username, just click on the launch, so it will open another window. So now I come to the window over here. Now what is the task over there? Just need to create the object. Okay, so before that I need to complete the steps. What are steps over here? From the setup, go to object manager. Now where is the now I am within the setup only. Okay, and within the setup I need to go for the object. Now just click on the object. When you click on the object, what is saying that? Just go for the property. Okay, now I need to search for the property object. Okay, now here I have the property object. Just click on this thing, will open the things. Now what I have to do, in sidebar, click the field and relationship. So where is the sidebar? Here I have the sidebar. So in that I need to click on the fields and relationship. Now just I need to click on this thing. So after this, what I need to do, then now click on the new button. So where is the new button? Here I have the new button. So just click on the new button. Okay, now what is saying, for the data type select a currency. Now it is saying one some example, so I need to have the currency as the data type. So here I have the many number of data types. It might be auto number, formula, roll up summary, lookup relationship, master detail relationship. I have the external lookup relationship, checkbox, currency, date. Okay, date and time, email. So these all are the different types of data types which is provided by the Salesforce. Okay, now which data type I need to select? The currency. Okay, so I need to go the currency. Now after that I need to click on the next. So just click on click button. Now after that what I have to do, fill out the following, and the field label thing I need to give the value as the price. Okay, so I have the field label, just give the name as the price. Okay, and after that what I do, in a description I need to give the name a description as the this thing. So just copy the things and go to the description and just click on paste the things. Okay, this is about the description. Now after that what I need to do, just I need to go for check the required box. Now where is the required box over here? Here I have the required box. Just I need to make a check over here. Okay, and after that what I have to do, click next, next again, then save. Okay, so I need to click the next, next. So it is giving the error over here. So what is the error in the sense? Just I need to click on this thing. So I will delete this thing, a price, because I am creating the new object over here. So just I will click on delete. Okay, now after deleting the things, so here I don't have the price, so I need to go for the new, then the data type must be the currency, then I need to click on the next button. Now within the label I need to click on the price, and the description I need to copy and paste from that thing. I need to make a check for the required. Okay, and after that I need to click on the next button. Then after that it is asking for the next, and then what I do at the last, I need to just click on the save. Now where is the save? Here is the save button. Just click on the save button. So once you do that one, here you have the price as the a label, you can say it as. Okay, so I have the label and the data type is about the currency. So I have done with the things. Okay, then this is about a create a record. Now where I need to create a record? From the app launcher I need to select for the sales. Okay, now where is the app launcher over here? So this thing I can call it as the app launcher. So when you click on this thing, it will ask for the things from which area you need to work on. Okay, now which area I need to work on? In the sales area I need to work on the things. Okay, so for that just need to type the sales. So here you have the sales. Just click on this thing. Okay, now once you come to the sales, what I need to do, then click the properties. Now where is the properties over here? Just try to search for the properties. So if you not find the property over here, just click on the more and you can go for the properties over here. Okay, if you not find any menu bar, just go for the more and select the things from the more. Just trying to click on the properties. So once you come to the property, what is the next thing I need to do? I need to click on the new. Okay, now where is the new button over here? Here I have the new button. Okay, so just click on the new button. So once you go for the new, now it is saying that enter a name and price for the property and click save. So we need to have the dummies things. So I can say the property name as property one, property one. Pawan Deshpande, please mute yourself. So where I am, okay, just I need to enter the field over here. Okay, now I'll give the property name as property one, and I'll give some dummy price, that is the 500, and I'll give the street address. Okay, now I'll give the street address as, again, anything you can give, just I will give the XYZ. Okay, and it will take the owner automatically. Okay, just I need to click on the save. Okay, now it is saying that property one was created. Okay, so this is the first thing. Then after that, what I need to do, I need to go for the task. Now what is the task over here? I need to create a custom object offer. Okay, and within that I need to create a object name as the offer and record name as the offer name. Okay, so first I need to create the object as the offer, then the record name as the offer name. Okay, so what I'll do is, again I'll go for the setup. So just click on the button over here and click on the setup. Now what I need to do first I need to create the custom object. Now how to create a custom object? Just click on the object manager. Okay, now here you have the option called create. Within a create, I have the custom object as the option. Just click on the custom object, and in that I need to create the object name. Now what is the object name over here? That is the offer. Okay, so offer is in my object name. Okay, so the plural I need to add, that is the offers. Okay, and just I need to go at the end and just I need to click save. So it is saying that offer. Okay, so within an offer, sorry, in an object manager I have already created the object called offer. So where it is, so here I have created the offer. Okay, now within offer, again I have created the things, the offer name. Okay, if I click on the fields and relationship, so it is saying that offer name. Okay, here I have the offer name. Just I will delete this thing. Okay, offer name. So it is not. Okay, it's not deleting the things. Okay, now what is the record name over here? That is the offer name. So at the record name, just need to give the name as the offer name. And what is the record data type? I need to take it as the ATA number. So how to? So here you have the data type. Just scroll down and you can check the ATA number. And in the display format, what I have to do? I need to just copy this thing. Okay, and I need to paste over here. Okay, and I need to starting the number with the 1. Okay, so I need to click on the save button. So once you click on the save, okay, so I'm done with the things. Just need to come here and you need to check for the challenge. Okay, if you done the challenge correctly, okay, it will give the 500 points. Okay, just I'll click on the check. So it's saying that I have successfully completed the first part of the data modeling. Okay, and as like this only you need to create, you can go select the batches and you will go for the challenges, and once you complete the challenges you will earn some points. So this is how you can practice the Salesforce over here. Okay, and you can have the batches at over your profiles. Okay, it's not working over here due to the slow network. So once it loads, just will go for the next part of the things. Okay, so we'll see about the companies in the today, sorry, cloud today. So in this class we'll start with the cloud services. Okay, so the cloud is giving some services to the users. Okay, as a provider I am giving to the service to the users. Okay, through the cloud. Okay, now what are the different types of services which is given by the cloud? So the first thing is about the software as a service. In this, a provider will providing some set of softwares, okay, which can the user can access it. Okay, so the user can directly access the software, he can work over there and he can get the result. Okay, that is the thing of the software as a service. The next thing is about the platform as a service. So to develop any application I need to have the platform. In the cloud also it is providing the service as a platform. So by using this platform you can create your own application and you can host it also. That is the main purpose of using the platform as a service. And then at last we have the hardware as a service. So within a hardware as a service, it is providing some hardware part of a computers, or you can say some hardware part, or you can say it as a some storage part of a things. Okay, where you can store your data or where you can manipulate your data. Okay, that thing will be provided in the hardware as the service, and also it is called as the infrastructure as a service also. Okay, so these are the main three services which is provided by the cloud. So we'll see one by one. Sorry, so wait a minute. Okay, now the first thing, a definition of a software as a service is: software as a service is the model in which an application is hosted as a service to the customer who access it via the internet. So it is saying software as a service is a service. Okay, and you can say it as a model which is an application is hosted as a service. So in an internet the application itself is hosted as a service only. Okay, and as a user what I'm doing, I'm accessing it through the internet. I am using that application through the internet. Okay, so this whole idea I can call it as a software as a service. Then the idea is that you use the software out of the box as it is, and do not need to make a lot of changes or require integration to other systems. So what you're doing over here, just you're connecting to the cloud and just you're accessing the application from the cloud and just you're using over there. You're not going for the changes and you're not integrating with the other systems. Just you are accessing the software from the internet and you are getting the things from the internet. Okay, so this is the main idea of the software as a service. So if I see it about by the diagrammatically, okay, now it is saying that, so here I have the many clients, okay, and I have the internet service and I have the service provider. Now what is service provider is offering over here? Is offering the SaaS. Now within SaaS is offering the application. So here you have the definition. SaaS provides an application or a piece of software from the service provider. So what the clients are getting over here, a set of application or a particular application which is meant for your organization or which is related to your organization. So you are connecting to the internet and you are requesting for the service provider to give an application, and as a response the service provider is giving the application and you are using that application. You're not installing the things over here, just you're using the things from the service provider. So this idea I can call it as a software as a service. The next I have the platform as a service. Now what is a platform as a service? It supplies all the resources required to build the applications and services completely from the internet without having to download or install the software. So when you're using the platform as a service, you need not go for the installation or you need not go for the download the file. Just you need to have the internet connection and there you can go and design or can build your own application. Okay, so to develop and design your own application, a platform as a service is giving some platforms. Okay, that is the main idea of a platform as a service. What is what you can give, take the service from the PaaS. PaaS services include application design, development, testing, deployment, and hosting. You can also design your application, you can also develop your application, or you can test your application whether it is correctly running or not, and you can deploy it, okay, and you can host it also. Okay, to do all these things the platform as service is giving some set of services. Okay, those services I can call it as a platform as a service. Okay, to run any program or any software in a cloud, okay, it is giving a platform. If I see through the diagram, so here the service provider is offering the SaaS, okay, sorry, the PaaS, okay, and what is the return of the things over here? It is giving the platform through the internet, and as a client I am accessing the platform through the internet only. Okay, I did not need to download any of the exe files, okay, or a set of files from the internet, or I need to install it. Okay, just I need to go through the providers and I need to use the platforms. So this is about the platform as a service. And the last, I have the hardware as a service, or I can say it as the infrastructure as a service. Sorry. So what is that? Where SaaS and PaaS are providing the applications to the customers, has does not. In the sense, when you go for the SaaS, you are getting the some applications to run programs, or you can say to do the work. Okay, you're getting the applications in a SaaS. In a PaaS, you're getting some platform in the form of application only. Okay, that only they are saying that where SaaS and PaaS are providing the applications to the customer, but has does not. Okay, has will does not give the any application to the customer. Okay, then what it does, it simply offers the customers so that your organization can put whatever they want. Okay, in the sense it will providing some storage, in the sense the hardware devices to the organization. So using that organization, sorry, the hardware part, you can store whatever you want within that thing. Okay, that is the main idea of the hardware as the service. So if I go to the things and if I see the diagram, so in the previous diagram it is returning some application or it returning some platform, but here what is saying, just I have the data processor, CPU cycles, memory and storage. Okay, just connect to the internet and access these things, okay, through the internet. That is the main idea of the hardware as the service. So now if I say the CPU cycle, how to access the CPU cycle? Okay, just I'll give an example for this thing. Just go to your desktop, okay, and in that just click on the Windows button, okay, and after that just type the task manager. Okay, now once you have the task manager, okay, just click on the more details. Okay, and here you have the performance as an option. So here you are seeing the CPU. Okay, so I hope this will be visible to everyone. Okay, so you are seeing the CPU over here. Okay, it is about the memory and it's about the disk. Okay, and this is about the Ethernet. Okay, how many data I'm accessing from the internet. Okay, so CPU, so this thing I can call it as a CPU cycle. Okay, so if I press the F5 button, okay, now what is the F5 button? It is for the refreshing thing. Okay, so now I can see the things. Okay, it is moving faster and faster, in the sense I'm utilizing the CPU. Okay, when I press the function F5 and I leave the F5 button, so again it will moving slowly, in the sense I'm not working on the computer now. Again if I press the F5 button, again it will move faster one. Okay, so this thing I can call it as a CPU cycles. So how much CPU cycles you have, that much the faster you will get the things. Okay, that is the main use of the CPU cycles. So here you can see the utilization. So I'm utilizing the 64% of the CPU, in the sense I have connected to the internet. That thing only it is showing the 60% or a 70%. Okay, if you go for the memory, I'm not using any memory over here, so it is displaying the null over here. Okay, and in use I have only 2.2 GB. Okay, available is 1.6 GB. Okay, then the disk. Okay, the C and E disk. Okay, I haven't using anything. Okay, it is not showing the nothing over here. Okay, but the variations over here. Okay, now it is the same, the package timing. Okay, the percentage of the times the disk is processing the data. Okay, so it is saying the things. So I can use the 1%, 2% of the disk. Then the Ethernet. Now what is the Ethernet over here? The internet connection. Okay, I am connected through the LAN over here. Okay, so it is displaying the things. So this is saying that I have 40 kbps. Again it is saying that 56, 48. So the variation in the internet. Okay, so this is about the CPU cycle. So you can also buy the additional CPU cycle, or you can directly go for the hardware as a service and you can use the CPU cycles over here also. Okay, so this is the main idea of the hardware as a service. Okay, now we'll see a difference between SAS, PaaS and the HaaS. Okay, just if you want you can make a diagram of this thing. Okay, so just assume that I have an packaged software. Now what is the packaged software? Just will go for one company, okay, as a manually, and you will say to that company as I am an organizer and I need to have some data, or you can say some equipment. Okay, I need to establish my organization. So what the packaged organization will does, it will provide some packages to you peoples. Okay, so for example it will provide some network. Okay, and it will give some storage spaces, it will give some servers. Okay, and it will give some virtualization techniques, and it will provide you the operating system, and it will provide the middlewares to interact with the operating system and the hardware, and it will give some running platform to run your applications, and you have the data to store a data within a storage, and you need to have some applications. Okay, so when you go for the packaged software, okay, these all things will be provided, okay, to you peoples to maintain your organization. Okay, and who the people is maintaining over here? These all things will be maintained by the users or the organization, the cell. If you are the organization, okay, you are only maintaining the things when you purchase the packaged software. Okay, now if I go for the infrastructure as a service, or you can say it as a hardware as a service. Now what will done over here is, again, you have the application, I have the data, and I have the runtime, and I have the middleware, and I have the OS. Okay, so these all things will be maintained by the users or the organization. Okay, and the hardware as a service is one of the service of the cloud. Okay, now what is the use of that thing? If you have the virtualization, and I have the servers, and I have the storage, and I have the network, these all things will be maintained or managed by the vendors only. Okay, so user does not bother about the virtualization, server, storage, and network, because the hardware as a service will only maintaining the things. Okay, just I need to maintain the operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and the applications. Okay, I did not need to bother about the these things. Okay, because this thing will be maintained by the vendors only. Then if I go for the platform as a service, in that the application data will be managed by the users, because I haven't gone for the hardware part, just I go for the platform part of the cloud. Okay, so within a platform, as a definition, you can develop the things by using the platforms. So what are the platforms for here? I can have the runtime, I have the middleware, I have the operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, and the networking. Okay, so these all things will be maintained by the service provider only. Okay, you don't need to bother about the how these things are working on. Just need to go, you need to develop your application, I need to store your data, I need to utilize your things. Okay, that is the things you can say it as a platform as a service. So it is giving some platform to develop your application and to store the data. Okay, then at the last we have the software as a service. So in the software as a service, I have the application, I have the data, I have the runtime, I have the middleware, I have the operating system, virtualization, servers, storage, and network. And what is the difference over here? The all the thing will be maintained by the vendors only. No need to interfere about the users. Okay, user, what the user work over here, just you need to connect with the internet and you need to access the application. Okay, that is the only use of the user over here. Okay, a remaining thing will be maintained by the organization, or you can say it as the vendors only. Okay, so these are the differences you can say it as. So when you have the you can say the packaged software as your traditional manner. Okay, in a traditional manner all the things will be maintained by the user only. Okay, but as a hardware as a service, or you can say it as an infrastructure as a service, the virtualization, server, storage, and network will be maintained by the vendors. Okay, and the rest of things will be maintained by the users. Okay, and in the platform as a service, all the platform related things will be maintained by the vendors, and the data and the application will be maintained by the users. But whereas in a software as a service, all the things, okay, including the software part and then the hardware part, will be maintained by the vendors only. There is no use of the users. Now what is the work of users over here? Just need to connect to the internet and you need to access the things from the internet. Okay, so for the for the software as a service, I have the example as the salesforce.com. Okay, so I have used the software over there. Okay, I didn't install any software over there, and I didn't download the software over there. Just I have connected to the internet and I have accessed the software over there. Okay, that is the example of a software as a service. So these are the difference between the hardware as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. So this is about your first unit. Is there any doubts? You can put a question in a chat box. Is there any doubts? Just put a message on a chat box, because the system is not supporting for the audio. Is there any doubts? So all of you take this screen as a screenshot. Okay, so you can easily understand what is the hardware as a service, platform as a service, and the software as a service. Sonobar, is there any doubt? Okay, it is in the first unit, Shubham. First unit, last part. It is not in your textbook. Okay, just to demonstrate on how hardware and software will work. Okay, and what are the parts you need to get. Okay, for that only I have taken this example. It is not there in your textbook. First unit, last chapter. Sanobar, just mute yourself.
Yes.
If you have any questions, then you can ask in the chat box. Yes, anyone have the doubts? And can anyone give in the example for the platform as a service? Anyone? Will not work for the infrastructure. Okay. Salesforce is the example for the software as a service. Just I am asking for the platform as a service where you can design and develop your application in the cloud. Is there anyone? Okay, AWS. Force, no, force. Okay, for okay, then Google Map. Okay, Google Map is the example for the software as a service, not for the platform as a service. Google App Engine. Okay. Cannot tell me, have you anyone used the ID in the browser? Any of the ID to write a C program or to execute any Python programs and all those things? So if I go to the browser, okay, it is a simple example. If I say, uh, okay, JDodl, a good one. Okay, so like this, have you ever seen this thing? So this is also you can say it as an example for the platform as service. So what they are giving over here, it is giving some application to run Python programs. Okay, and here you can write the, it is an IDE. Okay, where you can write your programs. Okay, and this is the output cell. Okay, so when you click on the run button, it will display the message over here. That is the output of this program. Okay, have worked on this thing? Anybody? Not this particular platform asking, any of the platform. Okay, good one. Only Shivam Shetty is using the things. Okay, let it be. If you want any extra additional information, just you go for the internet and you can browse the things. Okay, it is one of the, again, the platform. It is providing by the logo is about Tutorials Point. Okay, the coding ground. Okay, here also you can run your programs also without installing and without downloading the exe files. you can go for the online and you can write your codes and you can execute the things and you need to get the output. Okay class, so this is about the today's class. If you have any doubts, just put a question in the chat box, otherwise we'll end up these things. I hope there is no question. Okay, thank you for attending the class. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you everyone.